What is going on, everybody? This is Gabriel Jones giving you a drop of sun any chance I get, and welcome to another special reaction video. It's the beginning of a new month, and that means we got some new music on our hands. Today I wanted to shake it up a little by doing a sort of double feature, if you would say. It appears that our boys Shawn Mendes and Harry Styles have come out with new music, all leading up to brand new albums. And I'm here to take a look at both of them. That's right. Today we're appealing to the Canadians and the Brits and seeing what they have to offer us this time around. So I ain't gonna waste any more time. Let's just jump into the music, starting with Shawn Mendes. This song is called When You're Gone, and it's very interesting since we just had a new Katy Perry song called When I'm Gone, and that didn't exactly do so well, but let's see what Shawn is giving us this time. Ooh, just turning on the strobe lights. Alright, starting off with a nice little guitar riff, sort of like a synth, if you would say. Ooh! Yeah, just kicking in with that bass, that beat. Alright, give it to me, Shawn. Okay, we're escalating the guitar a little bit, sort of ramping it up. And then we just kind of rely on the guitar again after that huge escalation. Yeah, we're just kind of seeing a lot of concert footage in this video. Nothing like very like wide scale. Ooh, and now we got some color. He's in front of the fans now, and he's just letting it all loose. Yeah, I gotta say, like, Shawn seems to have a good workout routine. Like, whoever his trainer is, you gotta hit me up. Yeah, that feeling can like really sort of be crushing in a way, like not being able to know what your partner is thinking. His voice is just hitting a new octave. Like, that's how you go out on the song. Damn, he's just screaming and just going apeshit. Stopping with the fans, and we close out. Alright, so that was When You're Gone by Shawn Mendes, which I'm assuming is going to be on the brand new album, which might be coming out very soon, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Yeah, and that one kind of had a much bigger groove to it than some of his past works. It's a lot jumpier and more fast-paced, and you could really sense that he's trying to do a bit of a throwback jam. It's pretty obvious that he's sort of trying to capitalize on the new boom of synth pop that's been taking over the pop scene over the last few years. Songs like Blinding Lights and Stay have dominated the charts, and Shawn wants to see if he can capture that same sort of momentum that they have picked up. Is he pulling it off? Well, I think that's a little up in the air right now because, like I said, this is a much different song for him to be taking on. And it's a little bit of a steer in a different direction, and I'm not sure if he can completely like brand himself as sort of like an 80s throwback artist like Abel can, but he seems to be having fun sort of performing this type of song, and I honestly can't fault him for that. His fans seem to be appreciative of what he's experimenting with, so I'm not entirely sure where he'll take his craft, but hopefully it's a place that I can call excellent. The lyrical content from what I'm seeing isn't too complex. It's him singing about how he doesn't feel as if he can, you know, thrive exactly without his girlfriend, and now that they've broken apart, he feels like he's gonna break down and not prosper, and he doesn't know how he can move forward. Obviously, he's singing about Camila Cabello in this song, and you can sort of tell that the breakup sort of had a huge effect on him. From what I've heard, they seem to be on good terms still, like they're still friends, and they kind of hang out with each other. I don't think there's any bad blood, but I guess he is sort of having a bit of a struggle on how to navigate his relationship with Camila now that they're kind of like friends at this point in time. I'm sure that type of scenario can be very tricky for a lot of people, and perhaps they might relate to Shawn in that regard. But overall, I think this is like a pretty average song, nothing like that jumps out at me. And, you know, like, I think the fans are gonna enjoy it just fine, but honestly, you know, it's a middle of the road song, if I gotta be honest. But that's enough we have going on with Shawn. It's time to move on to our next boy, Harry Styles, which means it's time to have a shirt change. This one is titled As It Was, and that's honestly a really interesting title. I have no idea what it's going to mean in this context, but let's explore. I'm sure a lot of people want to say goodnight to him. Oh, rocking that red coat with the black scarf. I want to hold you in the palm of your hand, leave it at that. Ooh, very just intimate. I love this color palette that they're using. Like everything just okay. So that was As It Was, and I am loving it. If I gotta be honest, Harry's able to pull off that classic sound once more, and this time he seems to be going with a more '80s vibe that's a little more synthy, I would say, much like Shawn. The video looks absolutely stunning. Like everything is nicely colored. Harry really jumps out at you with his red suit and his red clothing. The same thing with the actress who was like co-starring with him in this video, where she was like all dressed in blue and she could jump out at you as well. A lot of great choreograph, and I gotta say, like, I gotta visit some of these filming locations that they shot at because they look so adventurous. In terms of music, there was a lot of cool choices that Harry was able to make with the bells on the final chorus and like the way he played with his voice on the bridge. And he is a very soft kind of singer, but it really just gels with this sort of sound. Even in the way he sings it, you can tell that he's very solemn in a way, and how he seems to have been growing distant from this lover that he once held close to him. I mean, this dude was in Dunkirk after all. He knows how to act. Okay, so what I'm seeing from the lyrics is that it does potentially seem to be about a breakup, or at the very least, it goes very deep into Harry's despair. He does talk about an ever-changing world and how everything around him seems to be evolving. This might be due to a breakup, or maybe it could be a very drastic change in scenery that has nothing to do with romance. The lyrics could suggest that it's about his elevating career as a pop star, how he managed to take the world by storm and just climb up the ladder, the social ladder. This one line does have me puzzled. It says, "Leave America, 2 kids follow her." It's on the bridge, and I'm not entirely sure what that means. If anyone has their own idea or interpretation of what it's supposed to mean, be sure to leave it in the comments. I would love to hear it. But yeah, this song absolutely has replay value. I am going to be listening to it so damn much because, you know, Harry is my boy. He's my soulmate. And honestly, it does make me hyped for that new album. I'm very eager to hear it. But I think that concludes our double feature for today. Shawn Mendes gave us a pretty serviceable track. Harry Styles blows us away like always. I hope the change in lighting wasn't too distracting. My original light source went out and I thought the power was going out, but luckily I had another one on standby. If you want to follow me on social media, be sure to check out my Twitter and my Twitch. The links are going to be in the description. And be sure to check me out on Patreon as well. You can give me some great support in return for some great rewards. And that is where we're wrapping up. My name is Gabriel Jones and the sun may be setting, but I hope you were able to soak up those drops. Take care.